This common superfood rebuilds muscle mass fast. If you are over 55 and not eating enough protein, your muscles are quietly wasting away, and you will not even notice it until you struggle to get up from a chair, climb stairs, or carry your groceries. But there's a common superfood that can rebuild your muscle mass fast. No expensive supplements, no complicated meal plans, no nonsense. I will show you exactly what to eat, how much to eat, and what hidden foods are secretly destroying your muscles, even the ones labeled as healthy. This common superfood rebuilds muscle mass fast after 55, 60, 70. The number one mistake that most people over 55 make is not eating enough protein at each meal. Your body needs more protein as you age, not less. After 55, your body becomes resistant to building muscle. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. This means you need more protein, and the right kind of protein to trigger muscle growth. Most people are eating toast for breakfast, a salad for lunch, and a small piece of chicken for dinner. That is nowhere near enough protein to maintain your muscle mass, let alone rebuild it. And here's what happens when you lose muscle. You lose your independence, you increase your risk of falls and fractures, your metabolism slows down, you gain fat more easily, and you become weaker and more tired every single day. Before we continue, I would love to know, what city and country are you watching this video from? Drop it in the comments below. I love seeing where everyone is tuning in from around the world. Now, let me explain why muscle loss happens so fast after 55. There is a condition called sarcopenia. This is the medical term for age-related muscle loss. After 55, you can lose 3 to 8% of your muscle mass every decade, and it speeds up even more after 60. This happens because your body produces less growth hormone, your protein synthesis slows down, inflammation increases in your body, and your body becomes less efficient at using the protein you eat. The good news is you can reverse this process with the right foods and the right approach. And the best part is the superfood I'm about to share with you is something you probably already have in your kitchen or can find at any grocery store. So what is this powerful superfood that rebuilds muscle mass fast? Cottage cheese? Yes, cottage cheese. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, cottage cheese, really? But hear me out. Cottage cheese is one of the most powerful muscle-building foods on the planet, especially for people over 55. Here is why. Cottage cheese is packed with casein protein. Casein is a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles for hours. This is especially important at night when your body is repairing and rebuilding muscle tissue. 1 cup of cottage cheese has about 25 grams of high-quality protein. That is more protein than most people eat in an entire meal. Cottage cheese is also rich in calcium, which is essential for muscle contraction. Without enough calcium, your muscles cannot function properly. It is low in calories but very filling, so it helps you maintain a healthy weight while building muscle. And cottage cheese contains leucine, which is the most important amino acid for triggering muscle protein synthesis. Leucine is like the ignition key that starts the muscle building process in your body. Studies show that eating cottage cheese before bed can increase overnight muscle protein synthesis by up to 22%. That means while you're sleeping, your body is actively rebuilding and strengthening your muscles. So here's what I recommend. Eat 1 cup of full-fat cottage cheese every day. Do not buy the low-fat or non-fat versions. Your body needs the healthy fats to absorb the nutrients and support hormone production. The best time to eat cottage cheese is before bed, but you can also have it for breakfast or as a snack. You can add some berries, a handful of nuts, or a drizzle of olive oil for extra nutrients and flavor. Now, cottage cheese is powerful, but you need more than just one food to rebuild muscle mass. Here are 5 more foods you must eat to maximize your muscle growth after 55. The second food is chicken, either breast or thigh. Chicken is one of the best sources of lean protein you can find. A 4-ounce serving of chicken breast has about 35 grams of protein with very little fat. Chicken is also rich in selenium, which protects your muscles from oxidative stress and supports recovery. The dark meat, like chicken thighs, contains more zinc and iron, which are important for muscle function and energy production. I recommend eating chicken at least 3 to 4 times per week. You can bake it, grill it, or cook it in a pan with some olive oil and vegetables. The key is to eat a palm-sized portion of chicken at each meal to get enough protein. The third food is almonds and walnuts. Nuts are not just a snack. They are a powerful muscle-building food. Almonds and walnuts contain protein, healthy fats, and important minerals like magnesium. Magnesium is crucial for muscle contraction and relaxation. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can cramp, feel weak, and recover slowly. Walnuts are also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation in your body. Inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of muscle growth, especially as you age. A handful of raw almonds or walnuts every day can support muscle recovery, reduce soreness, and provide sustained energy. Just make sure you buy raw organic nuts, not the ones roasted in vegetable oils or covered in salt and sugar. The fourth food might surprise you: whey protein. Now, I know whey protein is technically a supplement, but it is made from milk, so it is a real food. Whey protein is the fastest absorbing protein you can consume. This makes it perfect for right after any kind of physical activity or exercise. Whey protein is incredibly rich in leucine, which we talked about earlier. Leucine is the trigger for muscle protein synthesis. One scoop of high-quality whey protein can contain 20 to 25 grams of protein and over 2 grams of leucine. Studies show that older adults who consume whey protein after resistance exercise have significantly better muscle growth compared to those who do not. The key is to choose a high-quality whey protein that is free from artificial sweeteners, fillers, and junk ingredients. Look for grass-fed whey, protein isolate, or concentrate. Mix it with water or unsweetened almond milk and drink it within 30 minutes after any physical activity. The fifth food is sweet potato. Now, you might be thinking, wait, sweet potato is a carbohydrate. How does that build muscle? Great question. Here's the truth. You need carbohydrates to build muscle, especially as you age. Carbohydrates replenish your glycogen stores, which are the fuel your muscles use during activity. Without enough glycogen, your muscles cannot perform, recover, or grow. Sweet potatoes are one of the best carbohydrate sources because they have a low glycemic index, which means they do not spike your blood sugar like white bread or white rice. They are also packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. I recommend eating a medium-sized sweet potato after your biggest meal of the day or after any kind of exercise. Bake it, mash it, or cut it into wedges and roast it with some olive oil and sea salt. The sixth food is spinach and dark leafy greens. Vegetables like spinach, kale, and arugula are incredibly important for muscle health. These greens are rich in nitrates, which increase nitric oxide in your body. Nitric oxide improves blood flow to your muscles, which means more oxygen, more nutrients, and better recovery. Spinach is also loaded with iron, which is essential for carrying oxygen to your muscles. Without enough iron, you will feel weak, tired, and unable to build muscle. Dark leafy greens also contain magnesium, vitamin K, and powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation and support muscle repair. Eat a large serving of spinach or other dark greens every single day. Add them to your eggs in the morning. Make a salad for lunch, or sauté them with garlic and olive oil as a side dish. Now that you know the best foods for rebuilding muscle, let me tell you about the foods that are secretly destroying your muscle mass. These are foods that most people think are healthy, but they are actually working against your goals. The first muscle-destroying food is processed soy protein. Many protein bars, protein shakes, and vegetarian products are loaded with soy protein isolate. The problem is that processed soy contains compounds that can interfere with your hormone balance, especially testosterone. Testosterone is essential for muscle growth, even in women. When your testosterone levels drop, it becomes much harder to build and maintain muscle. Avoid soy protein isolates and soy-based meat substitutes. Stick to real whole food protein sources like the ones I mentioned earlier. The second muscle-destroying food is protein bars with added sugar. Walk down the protein bar aisle at any store and you will see dozens of options. Most of them are loaded with sugar, artificial sweeteners, and inflammatory seed oils. These bars spike your blood sugar, increase inflammation, and provide very little actual muscle-building nutrition. If you need a quick snack, eat a handful of nuts with some cottage cheese or a piece of chicken. Real food is always better than processed bars. The third muscle-destroying combination is energy drinks. Many people over 55 think they need energy drinks to get through the day or to have energy for exercise. But energy drinks are filled with sugar, artificial ingredients, and stimulants that stress your adrenal glands. When your adrenal glands are stressed, your body produces more cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone that breaks down muscle tissue. High cortisol levels make it nearly impossible to build muscle. Instead of energy drinks, drink water, herbal tea, or black coffee. Your body will thank you. So what else can you do to rebuild muscle mass fast after 55 besides eating the right foods? Here are 6 powerful strategies that work. Number 1 is resistance training. You must do some form of resistance exercise at least 2 to 3 times per week. This does not mean you have to go to a gym and lift heavy weights. You can do body weight exercises at home like squats, push-ups, and lunges. You can use resistance bands or light dumbbells. The key is to challenge your muscles so they have a reason to grow. Start slow, focus on good form, and gradually increase the difficulty over time. Number 2 is walking after meals. Walking for just 10 to 15 minutes after your biggest meal of the day helps your body use the protein and nutrients more effectively. It also lowers blood sugar, reduces inflammation, and improves circulation to your muscles. This simple habit can make a huge difference in how quickly you rebuild muscle. Number 3 is getting enough sleep. Your muscles do not grow during exercise. They grow during rest and recovery, especially during deep sleep. If you are not getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every night, your body cannot repair and rebuild muscle tissue. Make sleep a priority. Go to bed at the same time every night, keep your room cool and dark, and avoid screens for at least 1 hour before bed. Number 4 is staying hydrated. Your muscles are about 75% water. If you are dehydrated, your muscles cannot function properly, and your body cannot build new muscle tissue. Drink at least half your body weight in ounces of water every day. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, drink 75 ounces of water. Add a pinch of sea salt to your water to help with hydration and mineral balance. Number 5 is managing stress. Chronic stress is one of the biggest muscle killers. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, which breaks down muscle tissue and makes it harder to build new muscle. Find ways to reduce stress every day. This could be deep breathing exercises, meditation, spending time in nature, or doing activities you enjoy. Even just 10 minutes of relaxation per day can lower cortisol and support muscle growth. Number 6 is getting sunlight. Vitamin D is essential for muscle strength and function. Studies show that people with low vitamin D levels have weaker muscles and a higher risk of falls and fractures. The best way to get vitamin D is from sunlight. Aim to get at least 20 to 30 minutes of sun exposure on your skin every day. If you live in a place with limited sunlight, consider taking a vitamin D3 supplement. So, how fast can you start seeing results? If you follow the plan I just shared, you can start feeling stronger within 2 to 3 weeks. Your muscles will feel firmer, you will have more energy, and daily tasks will become easier. Within 4 to 6 weeks, you will notice visible changes in your muscle tone and strength. And within 3 months, you can rebuild a significant amount of muscle mass and feel like a completely different person. The key is consistency. You must eat enough protein every single day, stay active, get enough sleep, and take care of your body. Everything I shared today is for educational purposes only. This information is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease. Please consult with your healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet or adding new ingredients to your routine, especially if you are taking medications or have any health conditions. There you have it. That is the complete guide to rebuilding muscle mass fast after 55, 60, 70. Start with cottage cheese, add the other powerful foods I mentioned, avoid the muscle-destroying foods, and follow the lifestyle strategies. Your body is capable of rebuilding muscle at any age. You just need to give it the right tools. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.